irregular bullshit. Still hearing this motherfucker speak nonsense. What are we to do? Just sit and lose? Just go to the polls and still lose? Who's winning here? The billionaires. I'm just a nobody from nowhere. Tax after tax, people still scared. Can you think for yourself with no fear? False evidence appearing real. Got niggas out here still carrying the steel. Possibilities are so endless from my scope. Keep your head up and some high hope. Is it Bush fault or Obama's nigga? Did Bin Laden die for real, nigga? Is it Republican or Democrat? Just like that fucked up show called Cats. I'm angry, you angry. The hate you gave fucks everybody. Lobbying in the lobby, make it sloppy. Fucking yo bitch, and she call me Poppy. What is the lessons for real, nigga? No representation without tax, nigga. Fuck you, pay me, give it for free. Money is the game of monopoly. Building up the wealth for the family tree. But you Democrat, and you want it for free. Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar filth cat and Mark too. Politicking of issues like cashews. We're the real news on the avenues. Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar filth cat and Mark too. Politicking of issues like cashews. We're the real news on the avenues.
Now they socialists, so they want it from me. Fucking hopeless, like a fucking degree from an HBCU in Negro Studies. Now you unemployed because of stupidity. What can you do? Cry and boo-hoo, feeling Trump intelligence over compensation for irrelevance. Wanna live rich, but your mind is derelict. Your conceptualized concepts of constant nonsense sound stupid and useless and show incompetence. Foolish fuck show pure incontinence. Shitting yourself whenever Trump is popping in. That's money talking to dummies walking. So it don't make sense, cause you coons is fucking dense. White ones too, rap God, these words smite you fools. And you don't deserve to win, so you pussies lose. Listening to dissonance and rap tunes. Strong voices for bad choices you choose. White privilege ain't real, I can't see it. Trans people are ill, cause I'm proud of my penis. Lesbians claim feminism, cause they was never gonna be wise. So they advocate fucking little girls and wanna watch boys' demise. You should be happy that I'm telling you what's on my mind. Now go to SoundCloud, type in Filth Cat, get the fuck up out my face and go show some motherfucking pride.
Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar filth cat and Mark too. Politicking of issues like cashews. We're the real news on the avenues. Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar filth cat and Mark too. Politicking of issues like cashews. We're the real news on the avenues.
Grand rising to everybody. Yeah, you know I'm about to talk about Facebook. Yep. Because most of y'all, I had started a live. You know. And I thought because I had topped off and had extra time on my Wi-Fi, I was good. But I don't even think that's the reason, because I know I had enough. I had enough storage in my Wi-Fi to go live. You know what I'm saying? I had like 22. What was it? What they call that shit? Megabytes? Yeah, left. Cause I ain't used much of it. I get it go live on Facebook. The motherfucker shut my shit off. I was like, okay, all right, I got it. Don't worry. Cause this is what things I'm gonna tell you. You need to know. Okay, real talk. You know, I guess that's why I live alone. I guess that's why I'm on the stage of abundance that I am on. Is because, I'm learning how to manifest what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I believe deep down in my heart that, over I want to say a good 89% of y'all are not totally woke to what's going on and why things are happening the way they happen. What's funny is that we know that the angels are working for us right now. I will say that. Oh yeah, they working. They working overtime. People that's meditating and people that's praying, people that are fasting, people that are that work with crystals, people that work with Reiki healing. All that is expanding the light of the earth right now. You know, today is a very sunny day here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and it is 10:50. Okay. Now that might be a light code. You might want to look that up, you know, Google that number. But anyway, it's weird because lately on the news, you know what I'm saying, lately y'all been, there was a trigger that was supposed to go off, okay? Across this nation, and the trigger did not go off. Congratulations to everyone that did not go do some stupid shit, or a group of people go do some stupid shit because of what was supposed to trigger. Okay? This energy is trying to provoke black and white people to fight amongst themselves, okay? So that there can be like a somewhat of a constant negative energy. Because once it is triggered, it's going to trigger everything else, okay? And right now, the angels got it at bay. You know, I really want you to pay attention to this. The Kyle Richardson case was supposed to trigger the whole entire nation. It did. Okay? It did. And let me say this. And I'm just being honest. People ain't seen, there's people waking up to it, but a lot of people just don't see it. You didn't get mad at when it was a black killer killing young Dolph. But you angry about a man getting off for murder. Do you see a problem with that? I can hear somebody say, "Oh, here we go again, Martu on that bullshit." No, I'm being honest. You not mad at the black killer that killed young Dolph, but you mad at a white man getting off for murder. I'm pointing out the trigger. Okay, that's important. I'm pointing out the trigger. This was supposed to trigger the whole entire nation. Okay, real talk. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. If you understand energy, you know what I'm saying, negative energy triggers you to do something that is outside your character. Okay? You know? It's outside your character. Everything or anything that used to trigger you, they're going to use it against y'all. Okay? So far, so good. We haven't had that. The thing is, they're discombobulated right now. This so-called pandemic or epidemic or what you call that this bullshit. I'm not by any means saying it has not killed nobody. Okay? Nope. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not here to trigger you. Okay? But what's very interesting is how everybody at this moment is at a calm state. Like, really paying attention to the bullshit. You see it for what it is, and it's bullshit. You know it's bullshit. You see the bullshit. You also see that there's a fight in New Age spirituality versus religion right now. That I'm talking about on TikTok right now. This is going to be a remarkable talk. If you don't know my TikTok, then you need to look it up. It is at Bite the Nickel Radio. Okay, you need to check out my TikTok. Okay, because I'm sharing with the viewers, my followers, a different part of me, and a lot of y'all probably know about that, and y'all in tune. Some of y'all ain't in tune because I don't really post all TikTok on Facebook because they always give you the messenger. I don't want the messenger. I want you to go to the TikTok. God damn it. But anyway, this war between New Age spirituality and religion is getting a little bit out of hand, and those in the New Age spirituality category, such as myself, there are people, even tarot readers, that you can pick up on their energy, and they not representing the light. You can feel it. You can feel it, especially if you're an empath. You can feel it. Okay? You can feel it. I'm not saying God ain't getting ready to bless people. I'm not saying that, because there is supposed to be a transfer of what they call back in the day of wealth. And it's going to be transferred to the ones that are going to help in the transition of the energy of the earth. Okay, raising the vibration. It's gonna transition. That is true. Okay. Those of you that are praying, those of you who are fasting, those of you that are meditating, you're doing a very good job. And let me tell you this, even those of you that are doing your moon rituals, your full moon or your new moon rituals, manifesting, understand the intention, okay? Understand the intention of your heart when doing this, okay? This goes for even tarot readers. This also goes for preachers. This also goes out to those that say they have a word from God. Test the spirit by the Spirit of God, okay? Understand one thing. God is a frequency, not just a deity, okay? Understand that. Please understand that, okay? It is very important for you to understand that God is a frequency, okay? Is God real? Yes. Is Jesus real? Yes. The difference is we were supposed to know him by a different name, okay? Yahweh, or Jesus as Yahshua, okay? What religion don't understand, is that everything that your ancestors were taught, okay, was beat out of them, stripped from their native tongue, okay? Black folks don't believe this for some reason. Oh, there goes an angel. Yep. There is a reason. He fat than a motherfucker too. Y'all been feeding him. I'm sorry. I'm watching. I'm looking out the window, and a little bird has 3 of them. Okay, I'll shut up. Yep, they playing around. Yep, that's my sign. Yep, they're protecting. Wow. Okay, lost my thought. But hey, they're protecting me from something. I see it. Understanding the way we've been taught about God. A lot of you that go to church, some of y'all are only going to be on that level. Why? Because you will not be able to take the full truth of your lesson. Real talk. Okay? The truth of your lesson, or the truth of your lessons here, down here. Because explain one thing. How did you get here? Okay? And why is it that now you're having a hard time receiving what you're supposed to receive? A lot of people don't believe in deja vu. They don't believe in reincarnation, and they don't believe in evolution. All this plays a real big impact of the knowledge that you are receiving right now. Okay? Even for me, as I have read the Bible numerous of times from cover to cover, I see some inconsistencies, and I also see some truths that nobody really talks about. Don't talk about it at all. And you have people out here that's in the religious community say you shouldn't have sage in your house and you shouldn't have crystals in your house because that's witchcraft. Is it? Are you sure? You got to ask yourself, especially if you have came out of the church, you have to ask yourself, is God only inside the church? And is church the box church? Is that the only way you gonna meet God? And if God is in church, then why does the church not act in love? Especially when you know that the highest frequency on this planet is unconditional love. And God is a feeling. Not just something or some person that you learn about. He's a feeling, and we're beginning to understand that he's inside our being. Our human muscular avatar. We have God inside of us. And we not understanding certain things in the Bible that are being told to us And it is being flipped as if everything that we are waking up to is evil. Not everything on this planet is evil. Only if you give it energy. Only if you give it energy. It's evil. What does it say in the Bible? Where does it say? In order to enter a strong man's house, what does he have to do first? He has to bind the strong man first. And what you not understanding is energy. God is energy. Christ is energy. Jesus is energy. They stripped that all away from black folks. Why? Because black folks, at the beginning of slavery, they were whipped constantly, stripped of their native tongue. You say we shouldn't talk to our ancestors, but our ancestors are trying to talk to us. Why? Because they're on the other side instructing us. Why are they instructing us? Is because we come from God. We come from God. And they knew, for some reason, that God was going to use them to get to us. Why? Because we forgot our way as black folks. You're not even black. You stardust. And sorcery and witchcraft, I will say voodoo, working with the Ouija board, if you in the dark light, the dark, they call that light too. If you're in the dark light, which is dark energy, you're working with negative entities. No, deities. I'm sorry. Deities. Negative deities. When you purging out your system and purging out your body, and your body vibrates to a higher level, especially when you are alone, okay? Dark forces come, negative vibrations come to disrupt or penetrate your aura field. That's why a lot of people at this time cannot be around a whole lot of negative people or a lot of people, period. Especially if they're empathic. The vibration of this earth is changing, but at the same time, there's information that is not getting to you. A lot of it has been hidden in the Vatican for so many years. And now it's finally coming out who we really are. A lot of you that's in the church don't really even know that you are the house and the children of Judah. You don't know that. And if you do, you do not act upon it. And if you do act upon it, guess what? There's a certain way and a certain vibration you are to bring it out. And that's why it's hard for everybody to be one right now, because we have what we call different ideologies. Because people think it's just an idea, and it's not. It's truth. And if you're not really in tune with yourself, about how you feel about something, because your body will tell you if it's right or not. If it's right or wrong, it will tell you. Why? Because that is the communication within your avatar, your DNA. You're special. And these elites of the world know that. They know it. They're trying to confuse the New Age community. And let me say this for the New Age community that, we call practitioners. The ones in the dark are trying to cast spells on the ones that are truly enlightened. And let me say this. Yes, I'm a tarot reader as well. But let me tell you this. I don't need tarot cards. Okay? Do I think it's wrong? No. Because I have a level of understanding. Okay? I also understand that we're supposed to follow the stars. We're supposed to follow the cycle of the moon and the sun. We're supposed to follow, not worship, but follow. Okay? We're guided by numerology as well. Okay? Okay, when you see those numbers 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, 777, 888, 999, when you see 1010, when you see 1111, confirmation is 1111 right now. When I say that, seriously, it's 1111 right now as I speak. When you see those synchronicity numbers, guess what? You're aligning yourself with the Spirit of God, or they are getting your attention. Is there any such thing as demons? Yes. Is there any such thing as angels? Yes. Is there any such thing as different rankings and demons and different rankings and angels? Yes. That shit's real. Are we supposed to speak to our ancestors? Yes, the positive ones. Because I'm going to be honest, majority of our ancestors, they very savage, okay? And they protect you. They really do. They protect you. Now, let me speak on a situation that's going on right now over the Atlantic Ocean, okay? The island of La Palma, okay? The other day, I was having what you call open visions. And let me explain that before I go any further. Open vision is when your third eye is open and you're able to see certain things, places, or even events happen. Okay? And I had an open vision of a wave. And I ask God a lot to show me things. Show me things that need to be said. Show me things that need to be, declared. Show me things that need to be warned. Okay? And, I know back in the day, a lot of people used to call me a seer. I would be able to see things, and I'm able to see things. I'm able to see demons. I'm able to see angels. I know when angels are around. I know when my ancestors are around, okay? But they're constantly around me, so I'm never, never, never alone. I will tell you that. I'm not alone. Never. Even though at times I feel lonely, that's because this bullshit is coming up out of me, okay? But I'm not alone. I know that for a fact. That's why my ancestors keep telling me in a lot of ways, people are going to regret the movement that they have done at times. You know what I'm saying? They're going to regret it once they see how the alchemy of my spirit really is. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm speaking about tarot readers, and how they speaking a spell on those that are actually enlightened. They're actually praying, fasting, meditating, eating the proper diet, right? Now notice one thing. On the flip side of this, okay? Oh, and by the way, take this as an intuitive exercise, okay? Because I was also talking about La Palma. I'm not, this is a gift. And I do believe it's a special gift of being able to converse with God, to converse with Jesus, to converse with my ancestors, to converse with angels. I'm going to be honest. I've already told my spirit team I don't really want to converse with any demon. Okay, that's why, for one, all my tarot cards, they're not, I have the Irvin Tarot that was gifted to me by a great friend. But I end up buying only 2 sets of tarot cards with the original symbolism and all that on the cards. All the rest of my cards are oracle cards. Okay? Different. Okay? Because I don't want to be giving you this is why your lover is this, that. Fuck all that shit. People need to heal. You know what I'm saying? So also you gotta also understand too, as a tarot reader, what your true purpose in tarot reading really is. Okay? You gotta realize it, because you know what? You're dealing with energy. You're dealing with energy, and you're dealing with a lot of energy when you channel. Let me say this about prophets. When they say, "Thus said the Lord," what do you think they're doing? What do you think they're doing? They're channeling the Spirit of God. That's possible. So don't ever say, "Oh, that's, tarot reading is wicked." No, it's not. It's only wicked when you're dealing with the other side, the negative, the dark, the demons. Okay? That's when you're communicating with demons. A lot of times, those that are on their spiritual path right now, they're communicating with the positive light. And the chill just went right over me. Yes. Yes. You don't want dark entities around you when you are channeling. Okay? You are an open channel, because you're nothing but energy in the first place. I'm sorry for all that bullshit noise in the background, because that was some car. They do that shit all day long. That's some bullshit. But anyway, that's all you're doing is channeling. If you're a prophet or oracle, some people say they're psychics and mediums. I do believe I'm a medium too, because I can see into the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? I don't use this gift to gain attention. I use this gift to help people become aware. You know what I'm saying? I don't abuse this gift. So I'm saying this to say this. I'm saying that to say this. Those of you that are tarot readers and you are abusing this gift. Now, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to get paid from it, because, you giving away energy. You know what I'm saying? Healing. But those of you that are doing it in a negative way, in the dark, God gonna end up taking that gift away from you, stripping it from you. Why? Because you abusing it. And that's gonna play a part of your karmic wheel until you get it right with God. Some of us do have dark ancestors. Yes, we do. That is true. That's truth. Okay? We're not supposed to deal with them. Okay? We're not supposed to deal with our dark ancestors. We're supposed to deal with the ascendant masters of our genealogy, and the angels, and with Jesus, and with God. That's it. Okay? Now, back to my open vision of this wave. This was a huge wave. But at the same time, it being a huge wave, there's a lot of cargo ships out in the Atlantic. Now, you really need to look up the information of La Palma. Okay, you really do. Right now, it's still at a stabilized place, but it's not. It's getting worse. Okay, and you need to pay attention to it. Okay, all right. This also plays a part of a revelational prophecy in Revelations. Okay, and it is said that a third of the ships will be gone. What is a third of the ships? Third of the ships is what is already out there at sea in the Atlantic Ocean. Look that up. This is why we have a shortage, a so-called shortage. It's because they holding all the container ships at bay at sea. Okay? And they probably just letting it rot and letting it sit there until a time being. Okay? Now, it is said years ago that La Palma, if the volcano was to ever erupt, that a chunk of if a chunk of that island was to fall into the sea, it would create a mega tsunami so tall that it will reach 20 miles inland after it hits land. And that it will hit the entire East Coast, okay, including Florida, including the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of people at this moment are meditating, praying, fasting. Keep that up. Keep that up. Eating a proper diet, keep that up. If you're alone, keep that up. You don't have no one, a significant other, keep that up. Keep that up. You do not need anything to distract you right now. You don't. Keep that up. Okay? Keep that up until you notice a transition in your vibration. Okay? Because a lot of us are walking in the reality that we've been speaking about, and we're transitioning into a place of abundance. Okay? Let me say this. With the fact that spirituality is rising to the forefront, there's going to be so much that is going to be tackling that. Okay? Because with spirituality at its rise, people are waking up in great numbers, and they're seeing the illusion, and they're seeing the actual bullshit and calling it out. Okay? You're seeing it all over the place. Don't be scared. Don't give anything. Fear is nothing real. False evidence appearing real. That's all fear is. Okay? Now you got to learn how to build some faith. Okay? You really do. You have to build some faith. You got to start building a belief system for yourself that everything gonna be all right as long as you can get your ass back up. Okay? Now listen, I'm going to say this also. Something big is coming right before Christmas. Okay? Around the 21st, 22nd. We're getting ready to transition into an equinox. And this equinox is an equinox. It's going to feel like spring to you, to a lot of people. Why? Because we're getting ready to walk right into that place, that transition from the corridor of patience into our blessing. Okay? Yeah, because the angels, yeah, you're sitting right there. Yeah, y'all protect. We're getting ready to walk into the blessings of blessings because we stayed the course of wanting to be positive, speak positive, be love. You know what I'm saying? And we're coming into more and more of our power. Okay? Doesn't matter what situation you're in right now. It doesn't matter. Anybody that tries to encapsulate you because you still haven't did this, you still haven't did that, you still haven't did this. Don't worry about don't worry about what people are going to say and how they going to say it because you ain't did this, you ain't did that. Okay? Quit let people put shackles on you just because you ain't did something just yet. Trust me. There's an executable plan for your life right now that you're getting ready to tap into. Because you're so far along in your journey to where you can receive it, but you also got to be able to maintain it. Okay? What else is there? They gave Kamala Harris 90 minutes of being a full president. Let me say this. You could look this up for all yourself. And I think that's bullshit for what we call the first black vice president to only become president for 90 minutes. That was supposed to trigger you too. It's also said that the president's health is not all that it could be. I don't know if that's misinformation, false information, or information that is just in the pipeline just to see if it's going to be said. Regardless of the matter is, you need to be aware of it. Okay? The trial right now that you are not getting the information from CNN, NBC, Fox News, all this is the sex trafficking profile case, and you need to know about that. Why? Let me say this. Like I said, take this as an intuitive exercise. You know, from America alone, ever since the beginning of the 1980s, 800,000 children come up missing in the United States. It's going on even probably longer than that. You need to learn how to protect your children. Which is not an easy thing because you got CPS, That's a child ring too of learning how to take away black babies and put them on the market through adoption, and they get replaced into new homes where there are pedophiles, abusers, and also sex trafficking. You look up that information. It's not about if you believe it or not. Believe it. Okay? And I ain't trying to make you believe it. Go look it up for yourself. Okay? This case is not being announced on the major network sites at all. Okay? They're distracting you from it. Go find it as much as possible. Because you need to know all the information, and you need to protect your children. You need to protect your wife. You also need to protect your husband. Okay? Don't let that trigger you. Now, let me say this to a lot of people that are married and separated. If you're on the verge of divorce, just like I am, learn to make peace with them, especially if you have children. Learn how to make peace. If there's no peace, okay, cool. You did what you could, this, that, and the other. But if you can create peace and y'all can become at least friends, that's good. Why? Because that's a part of their spiritual evolution. Okay? And plays a part. You play a part of that spiritual evolution. Those of you that is bitter over baby daddies and baby mothers, learn how to make peace. After you make peace, you did your end of making peace, and they see the change, and you keep planting that seed of peace constantly, regardless of they being disrespectful or not. You constantly plant that seed. Guess what happens? There's a turnaround. Okay? There will be a cutoff point of the other individual. Okay? But at the same time, if you are still divorcing, okay, even in this place where you're good friends, the spirit hasn't made you disconnect totally yet by the papers. There's a reason for it. Okay? And let me say this. You're not giving that individual any energy. They're building their own energy. But there's certain things that need to be done and need to be taken care of before the full disconnect. Okay? Has to be. Because you got to remember, God is love. God don't hate. God is love. God is love. If you still hate the individual after you even after you disconnect, guess what? Y'all didn't learn your lessons. Y'all did not learn your lessons, period. I don't give a fuck what you said to them. You can say you forgave them and all that. You ain't fully forgave them if you still bitter. You did not learn the lesson even though you moved on. You still got to do the dark night of the soul. Yeah, that is a constant healing. Why? Because you indulge yourself in so much darkness. For some it's easy, for some it's not. Why? Because of all the karma that they have collected and that you collected. You have to pay back karma regardless. Why? Because God will not be mocked. Whatever a man soweth, that he also shall reap. That's karma. Okay? Those casting spells from the dark side, understand one thing. We understand that knowledge and we understand how to use it too. But let me tell you something. We will not use it for evil against you. What we will do is we will set the ancestors and the angels and God and Jesus to have you pay your karma, because you have to pay your karma. Why? Because you're using your gifts in the wrong way. Understand this. Every man, woman, and child on this planet has the choice to either be light or dark. Okay? Everyone has a choice to learn their lessons and go up the next level. Okay? It's not about money. It's not about being popular. It's not about being rich. It's not about being famous. It's about getting you to the level to understand that what you're in, you have been lied to, and it isn't totally real. This is not supposed to be your reality. Why? Because you're stronger and you're much powerful than what you are right now. Now, with me saying that, I know there's a lot within an hour. And I know a lot of y'all gonna combat this. You're gonna say some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I understand. You know, a lot of stuff triggered people. I get it. But let me tell you this. I give it to you in love. Okay? Number one, I always tell you, I'm not your guru. I'm not your spirit. You know, I ain't the master teacher. Okay? You know, or master prophet, or master oracle. You know, I ain't no bishop. You know what I'm saying? You know, evangelist, I'm not none of that. I'm not tarot reader, this, that, and the other. I'm not none of that. I'm just here to relay the message. Okay? Receive everything in love and do everything in love. All right? I love you. Love and light. Talk to y'all later.
Let me tell you who I really am. Look at the process of the reject. Being rejected because he rejected progress. Progressing in elevation made him better. Elevating in light turned him into shredder. Illuminating brighter than darkness, he learned how to harness his light like a target. At one time he didn't think he had it. Processing the light with logic content. Rejecting darkness with words of light. Look at those arrows, can't penetrate light. Just like Goku going through evolution. Can't stand sitting in institutions speaking stupid. A son of a bright star burning bright. The more he speaks, the more he breaks flight. Can you feel the vibration of his frequency? He sounds so good, feel his energy. He been around for eons. Can't confuse him with them words called icon. As he's meditating, he's elevating. Watch the darkness get mad and start hating.
Take yeah, shine bright. Take a look back at my life. I see it through the dark, yeah, shine bright. Take a look back at my life. I see it through the dark, yeah, shine bright. Take a look back at my life. I see it through the dark, yeah, shine bright.
Let me complete his logos in the light. Make his words more vicious with a bite. Let him live in the eternal flame of his light. He's more than a scripture scripted in the light. A perfect imperfection, more satisfied. Solid in his words and more petrified. Living his attributes of his own love. Flying high and above, just like a dove. Deep secrets of wisdom flowing fluently. You can see the vibration of his frequency. Can you captivate the meaning of his mindset? Offset name brands like Reader's Digest. Processing information like a processor. There is only one he can call a true successor. A true intellectual speaking logic. His third eye open, wanna make a bet? Put him in position like a gatekeeper. When he speaks, he sounds like a street sweeper. A true paradox and even allegory. Picture the light deep in his story.